Hey Drakes. So today, I'm just gonna commentate over a few replays of recent games that I've played. As you can see, ever since I entered Diamond with these four of Sword Soul. So let's get right into it. Alright. Pretty much gonna do commentation. He starts off with Fusion Destiny, which is a strange one to start off with. Usually if I have it in hand, that's usually the last move I do. Just cuz. But, as you can see, I have two of the Moyi. So, that should help a lot. Right off the bat. Sends his stuff to the graveyard. Gets the DPE. You know how it is. Sets a card, changes it over to me. Now, I have two Ashunas right here. And this is where my first mistake of the game came in. Because I was going to jump into Hulk. But I forgot that you can't special summon using this card's effect, and unfortunately it locks me out of Hulk almost immediately. And he DPEs stuff like that. You know how it is. Reveal Ashuna. I get Intern, negating, so I can't even summon my token to Token Tuner. And then I went ahead and took a big risk with the Pot of Desires, banishing 10 of my cards. And as you can see, I did not banish my Hulk into the thing, so this was a good setup. I got lucky that not Hulk, my Despot into my into banish, so I could still go into Hulk and still do that combo chain. I get Strategist, discard the copy Mojang, bring out. Okay, that a lot just happened. So I brought out Adhara, because like I said, I was gonna go into Hulk. Right after this little chain ends, I realized I can't because I used that one's effect. So I can't use these two to go into Hulk because I've been locked out. Only Tinyi, pretty much. Worm or Tinyi monsters only. But I run Nibiru in my deck. So that way I can use Crossout, which is what's happening right here. I negate the Nibiru. At this point, I have 12 cards in my banish, so he is extremely powerful. So I had to go into Tinyi because there was no other way for me to use it. I think I used her effect, yeah. Discard that one, bring back Mo Yi, and then immediately go into the Draco Master of the Tinyi. And then I immediately just squash right here. And that was the first game of Diamond I played. Alright, game number 2. Going first. Kind of an okay hand. Not exactly great, but not exactly bad either. As you can see, Ash Blossom Maxi. I wish that Maxi. At first, I believed I wanted Crossout Designator rather than Soul Blackout, and it would have been a perfect hand. But I went ahead, brought out brought out Taya, because I knew I was gonna use discard Soul of Emergence. And then I was just use his effect, discard that. But nope, it did not get negated this game. And then I went into, rather than, because I technically forgot about this one's effects and stuff. I forgot that you had to take one lower. You can either raise a level or drop a level. So I probably need to find a level 9 synchro and put it in my deck just in case if I ever make that mistake again. But I went to Yang, but later in the game you see it did not even help one bit. Turns over. He just ends. He straight up just ends. And as you can see, I can't use. I'm saving Moyi for when I get another Worm card or Sword Soul card in my hand. That way, so I can properly use it. And as you see, discarded my Yang Gazi for a Kaiju. Pop Maxi, so I could draw a card. He kills both of ours, the Kaijus. Just turns over the. Okay, here's part. Now I can use Mo Yi because now I have Ashuna. Go into single. I think I go into Chowks. Yeah, Grandmaster. Do the typical draw, chain block, so he can't stop me. And I'm pretty sure I go into, what's his name? Yep, Supreme. I really do need to learn these names, and he just scoops. He realizes he couldn't win. It was pretty much one turn kill right there. So he just scoops. On to the next. As you can see, not exactly the best hand. I had 2 crossout designators, Arch Nemesis, and a Strategist, and Ash Blossom. There was literally, I wanted to keep Arch Nemesis in my deck, in my hand, because I knew there may be a chance I may need that wipe, the fluid wipe that I can do. And I think this is a mirror match. Yeah, that's what it looks like. If I remember this one right. You know, so I put him in the same boat as me. He has 1 card advantage. Yeah, at this point I just took that risk because I needed more cards in my hand. And as you can see, kind of just got out of my hand right here, so I wasn't even gonna try to go into it since I discarded. But so I just noticed I discarded both of my, nope, never mind, I'm just being stupid. He ashes and I flip cross out because I really needed to draw here. Otherwise, I was gonna lose. There's not a second of a doubt in my head. I special summon Adhira. Immediately go into Monk. Banish that here. As you can, he obviously wanted to keep me from comboing because he also knows the deck. So he immediately blocked Taya. Is that how you pronounce it? Used for Brilliant Droplet. Forbidden. And at this point I just YOLO'd it. Yeah. he realized I was about to chain no matter what he did. Because I would have just went into Shaman. Alright, last game. Game number 4, last game. As you can see, did not exactly have a good hand here immediately off the bat. So I did the pot. I was confident. I had a crossout designated in my hand. I was confident in what I had. So I got Moye, brought it out, revealed. He maxed me. I was only gonna play it. He was only gonna draw 2 cards. I was gonna take the challenge. It's only turn 1. I wasn't gonna do anything crazy. So brought out Grandmaster. Did my draw. Got another Moye. And I believe I went Baron? Yeah. I decided to go Baron because of all the cards he had in his hand. So he only drew 4 cards. 4 or 5 cards. And at this point I maxed him. I think this is the first time Maxi actually worked in my favor. And then I just ashed him. Phantom Knights. Honestly, I've never played against them. This is my first time playing. But I do know typical chokehold. They want to get to this XYZ right here. He's fair to negate rank up. Use Grandmaster to negate. Keep him from destroying Baron. This is a really smart. He luckily had danger cards in his hand. At this point, I was thinking, okay, even if he destroys both of these and sends them to the graveyard, I have more than enough of Protos and just call it Dark. And have it wipe and block him from summoning any more Dark types. He immediately goes into Utopic. Keeps going further. Destroys Baron. Get off the field. Smart idea. Now he has no cards in his hand. Which, as you can see, works out completely in my favor. So, yeah, I realized afterwards, as you saw, I called Light. And then I remembered it can't be destroyed by card effects. So I ended up using Blackout. I thought this one, that Arch Nemesis Protos would be destroyed. But I forgot this little part of his name right here. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Completely forgot that. So that was pretty good. Good on me. So brought out, so I used it, destroyed his back row. I still don't know what they even were. Oh, it was these two. Brought out Moye. He tried and he negated right here. Which did not matter because I just brought out Specialists. So I activated Ashuna's effect, brought out Adhira onto the field. Then, because I thought I had more of these somewhere in my deck, apparently I banished all of them. Because I would have just returned cards this to his hand, so they wouldn't have been destroyed. I go Strategist into Supreme, I believe. Yes. Go with it, Monk, because I thought I had more of that one card. Also building up the banish. So I used his effect to banish all these, this one and this one, to the grave, into the out of play. So he only has these two in his graveyard now. He activates Horn Scales as effect. I went ahead and maxed C. He activates his Indoor Trap, just building up my strength by banishing all his cards. I don't think he realizes what he did at this point, that I was gaining more and more strength. So I destroyed, you know, Moyi, and then I just went ahead and destroyed as much of his field as possible. He only had one draw left. It didn't matter if he destroyed my backfield or not, because it is literally game over at this point. I called Dark, and I just threw that one down just to add insult to injury. And that was the last game of Diamond I played in. I only played like 4 games of Diamond. Alright guys, this is the deck I was playing. I'm sure you could probably also find it on other people's channels, because from what I understand, this one's probably one of the more common decks that people are playing. Despot, one Despot for the Hulk and Beast Phantom down here, or Rodon combo. You also want to play 2 Adhiras, 3 Vishudas, and 3 Ashuna, the 3 Tiny Spirits, pretty much. Even though there's more, the other ones aren't quite useful. You gotta have your hand traps, 3 Maxis, 3 Ash Blossoms, and a Nibiru. Those are the monster hand traps you want to play, just for everything. Also, it adds cannon fodder for a Cross-Eye Designator. And as we saw in the first game, I believe, he had DPE. You want to have Called by the Grave. That way, so you can use Cross-Eye Designator to keep them from Ash Blossoming you, and keep them from resurrecting their DPE. Besides that, playing 3 Moyi, expensive, but this entire deck, as you can see, is mostly made of URs and S, so it's just how it is. Taya, that's probably the correct pronunciation. Playing 3 for Not Too Hard. I don't know if there's another card I could take out and play 3 of these instead, but I think I'll just continue playing 2 unless I absolutely need to. Now, Strategists, just play 2 Strategists, which is also another weird one. I don't know if I could get away with taking out a Max C to get an extra one of these 2, because they are main. He gets out my level 10 Synchros. She does the extra search. Nibiru, like I said, we mostly want it out for those decks that just keep special summoning and whatnot. Protos, I play it a lot more than most people seem to play it, from what I've been able to tell. which is sad. You know, part of the desires, you just want it. You got this to if you have your monk out and you need, like in that last game, I could have used him, Vtuber. Had I had one in my deck, I could have used this one, send it to the graveyard to then activate his effect, which then, because I had monk out, targets one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. I could have cleared this board like that pretty easily. You got your searcher, you got your blackout, all that. You got your pretty much basic sword soul monsters over here. I'm running 2 barons. I don't know if there's actually a level 9 I could use for it. This deck, I would have to look at what I got. Running 2 monks just in case one gets destroyed, Hulk, and then the 2 teeny link monsters. But that just about does it all. I do hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my replays. I do hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, maybe even comment if you want to see more. Take care.